Gerunds and Infinitives, Part 2. There's a couple more advanced things that I need to tell you about gerunds and infinitives. So students always ask me, is there some way that we can group the verbs together that are followed by the gerunds and the ones that are followed by infinitives? Is there some kind of pattern, some kind of logic? Unfortunately, not really. It just takes either a lot of memorization, if you want to do that, or practice, practice, practice. So I know it's difficult. One kind of guideline that I can give you, it does not work 100% of the time, is that in general, gerunds are often used when the actions are real, concrete, or completed, and infinitives are usually used when the actions are unreal, abstract, or in the future. So many students find that this kind of guiding principles can help them when they need to guess with whether the infinitive or the gerund is used, but it's not a rule that works 100% of the time. Okay, another thing to notice when you're practicing this is that some gerunds require an agent, an actor, an object, while some do not. And some infinitives require an agent, while some do not, and some can optionally use an agent. So when I'm talking about an agent, I mean a pronoun that's inserted in there. So again, look at the Excel file related to this. I have a few notes about that. Another important thing to talk about is that some verbs can be followed by the gerund or the infinitive with basically the same meaning. There's no real difference. And then there are some verbs that can be followed by the gerund or infinitive with a difference in meaning. So again, take a look at the file attached to this video because you'll really need to review that. I'm not going to go through all the examples here, so make sure you take a look at that file to understand, for example, the difference between I stopped smoking and I stopped to smoke. Okay, another important thing is it is possible to make a gerund or infinitive negative. All you have to do is put not. For example, he enjoys not working. The best thing for your health is not smoking. I decided not to go. The most important thing is not to give up. Okay, this is really for the advanced learners now. I have two more things to tell you about, the passive and the perfect. We use the infinitive or gerund perfect, which we could also call the past gerund or past infinitive, to talk about a past past. So here we usually use having and the past participle, or to have and the past participle. Sometimes the meaning is kind of flexible here depending on context, but let's compare three examples. First, John talks about changing jobs. John habla de cambiar de trabajo. John talked about changing jobs. John habló de cambiar de trabajo. John talked about having changed jobs. John habló de haber cambiado de trabajo. And by the way, gerunds and infinitives can also be used in the passive voice. For example, the doctor's suggestion to be seen by a specialist was never followed. La sugerencia del médico de ser visto por un especialista nunca fue seguida. Being appointed to the board of directors is a great responsibility. Ser nombrado miembro del Consejo de Administración es una gran responsabilidad. And to make it even more complicated, we can use the passive together with the perfect. For example, they were happy to have been chosen for the award. Se alegraron de haber sido elegidos para el premio. Having been selected for the experiment, he had to commit immediately to following a strict diet. Habiendo sido seleccionado para el experimento, tuvo que comprometerse inmediatamente a seguir una dieta estricta. Okay, that's it for gerunds and infinitives. Now, practice, practice, practice. Gotta review that list that's attached to this video, and I suggest adding to that list or making your own list as you do the activities in this unit.